All right, welcome in, everybody. Droning with Jamie. Hello, YouTube world. Hello. Welcome in. Welcome. So, I wanted to do one of my live videos to explain how I balance my YouTube world, my personal life, my working full time jobs, and also doing some drone photography for clients, for people, for anything that's involving with aerial photography. And everybody asks me how I balance between the life between being a YouTuber, being a content creator, and also doing what I love doing and having a passion. But before I get into everything, I like to say to everybody, give me the likes, which I already have 6, which is awesome. Thank you. But give me the thumbs up, the like, and the subscribe, and the all notification, and ring that bell for further updates with Droning with Jamie. And stay tuned for everything that is upcoming with the awesome videos, with the awesome lives, and everything that share on the Drone with Jamie station. So, anyways, it's tough. People ask me, and it can be quite the difficult balance of life. Balance life with the YouTube, um, my girlfriend, your full time job, and your work on the side for clients and everything. It can be quite the challenge of everything, how you come forward to it, and it can be quite the challenge. So, loading up videos, creating videos, entertaining fans, entertaining myself, especially. Doing the videos, making the videos, editing. Editing takes a little bit for creating videos, so it takes time. I always like to put a video out every week, but that can be hard, and it can be a challenge sometimes to load up basically videos and keep things consistent. Because consistent, hello, consistent is very key to keep your YouTube going. And I am very good. Thank you. Hello. I am doing very fine. Thank you very much. Um, Also, it's hard with the balance to balance both of it out to keep your YouTube content for people and fans to entertain and keep things up to date with things. So, I generally, when I'm flying my drones, I will take a weekend. I'll take a full weekend of just footage, just constantly doing different scenes, like everybody sees, different scenes going over the water, going over the forest, going over by the OVRT trail, which people always ask me what the heck is that. And basically, it is an old railroad bed. Um, Used to be the train, now it's for ATVs. And this is where it's very interesting because you can just, go out to the trails and just send the drone, wherever up 200 feet and just get the whole area shot. And I'll do different videos, 30 seconds here. I'll do basically anything to do different videos. So I'll have like 20 videos of different scenes, and I'll pull 5 or 10, maybe less, and make it into a video what I think is really good. Today I'm going out filming. Today I am filming hardcore with my drones and getting some more footage. But like I say, with basically my main subject, why I'm here live, to tell everybody, how I balance the YouTube world, my personal life, and, you know, with my girlfriend. And it can be challenging, but the thing is, you know, there's a lot of time in the summer, there's a lot of time in the late spring. When you start getting into fall, late fall, winter time, you get less daylight time, right? You get less time to fly. So, not like I can do night videos, which I do. It's fine, uh, other than daytime. But it can, you get less time when it comes near the winter time, and you don't get much time to get out filming as much compared to the summer. So it can be challenging, but it's fun. So just balancing stuff like that, and doing with the YouTube world is, it can be challenging, but it's rewarding. Um, I'm basically over 1,532 subscribers. Hello, 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 welcome. And my my subscribers are still climbing up. They're still going up, and I know I'm going to be over 2,000 subscribers soon enough with the YouTube world. And I'm not a big YouTuber compared to some people, content creators, other people with drones that are really big up in basically in the in the drone industry that are a lot larger than I am, and that's fine. And we all got to start somewhere. Hello, hello. Um, but thank you everybody that's been joining the live. Thank you, thank you, and hello to everybody. I always know everybody likes and share. I really appreciate it. Lots of love from Canada. But basically, it's when I first started with the YouTube. I was 2019 June, and then coming out with Drone with Jamie, and then getting into it, and then people get me recognized and seeing me how I'm just being me, and then people are just phoning me up. I need this, or phoning me up. Let's do this, or can I need a footage of my cottage or stuff like that with social media. So it brings me a lot more challenging, because I like to work on basically my YouTube more than doing favors and doing other stuff for people. And like I say, it can be challenging with the YouTube and balancing the life, but there's some days, like I feel bad because like it's 8 or 9 days that I haven't uploaded a video, or 2 weeks, and I'm just like, I like to put more up sooner, but sometimes it's hard with that personal, your life and your YouTube world, to balance this and keep consistent, because consistent keeps you going. But there's days that you still just can't get consistent with your channel, I'm just trying to say. And it's hard, but it's challenging, but it's really rewarding, and I like doing what I do. And I always saw it with in the YouTube world that it was I would never thought I would be into droning, or even think about droning the technology. But the thing is it's a lot more beautiful up in the sky. It's a lot more good, better than just using a camera phone, or using basically whatever you have from the ground. It just doesn't cut it. And I think this is why I like doing what I do and being in the industry with it. And so people also say, basically, you know, I would have people ask me questions too, like, if you have your full time job, Jamie, and you're working and you know you're out ATV and you're spending time with your girlfriend and you're spending time with your YouTube. How do you balance this life out? And I basically make time for my YouTube on weekends that my missus is busy, and if my missus is not busy, I make time for her, and I make time to balance everything out. And it can be a challenge, but it's doable, and it can be hard, but it's very challenging, but it works out pretty good. It works out both ends, and it's awesome to just go ahead and make your film, entertain your fans, and get in right into it. This is what I like. So, but that that's how it goes with my YouTube world. This is how I balance for explaining. So I also, to off my topic, is I never really kept an eye on planes before I got into the drone industry. And when I was flying drones, I really didn't care about looking up the sky, looking at not drones, but planes. And I thought to myself, you know what? Like, now I'm looking up the sky, looking for planes as I'm flying, and I never really pay attention of seeing planes until I started flying 5 years ago. And now it's like I'm always looking, where's this plane? Where's this plane flying? Because there's responsibility as you're being a drone pilot, and it can be challenging sometimes. So, but anyways, that is basically how I would explain my personal life, balancing everything with the YouTube world into droning with Jamie. And also, I have a bad habit, and I know people really like seeing photos more than anything. They like seeing videos, don't get me wrong, videos are nice, they're great, but I have a bad habit not actually taking photos, uploading on my community page, and sharing with my fans. And sometimes I get in trouble because people like to see photos, and I don't really do as many photos as I should because I do a lot of videos, and I'm trying to break that habit. I'm really trying to break the habit, but it's very hard because I just like videos more than pictures. But I know it doesn't make sense, but I like more videos than photos. But I'm gonna try to get out of that habit near the end of this year, either in the beginning of this year, to get more photos, get it up, load it up for people, and see more of the beauty of these nice snapshot photos. So, but yeah, like I say, it can be challenging for being a YouTube content creator, doing your full time job, spending time with the girlfriend, or coming up to the girlfriend and saying, okay, well, I got this live video coming up, I got to step out, or I got to do a film over the waterfall. I'll be right back to load up my YouTube. And but my girlfriend's 100% supportive of my what I like doing with my YouTube channel, because everybody has their hobby. And my hobby, just for people to know me a little bit better on the YouTube world, my hobby before I started flying drones was fishing. I was really liked fishing. I was into fishing big time, and I just got out of it. Don't like it. I mean, I don't hate it, but I couldn't care less of doing it. And I got kind of out of it in 2019, and started flying this little drone, and I said, you know what, this is cool. And I just started spending money as I was working myself into the industry and getting bigger drones, license, and all that stuff. So, anyways, hello, Alex. Hello. Welcome in. So, lots of love from Paris. Thank you. Lots of love back to you, Alex, and everybody else. My day is good. It's morning time in Canada, between 7 and 8. And my day's good. So I'm going to do some droning this weekend. So you're going to see some uploads here of new videos. Thank you. So when just so people understand more, when they go back and they look at my YouTube live that I was done with, you won't see the comments from the live, but when I talk about it, that is when it's live. But when it's over not being live, you don't see that stuff. But just so people understand more, I'm very happy you really like my videos. Thank you. I'm very happy you like them. So I'm before I go, I'm just going to look at everybody that was on my live. So shout out to Alex Thomas Paris for sure. And forgive me if I do not say the pronunciation with names. And Rilana was in the house. Thank you. Cuisina Sa HK was in the house. Thank you. And everybody else that I did not mention were in the house. Thank you. Absolutely. Thank you very much for the thumbs up. Right on. And everybody that gave the likes and thumbs up, appreciate it, because I got 10 out of this whole video. And it'd be cool to get to 50. But it's nice to see when you have people that come onto the live or pop by the live and they give you the thumbs up, they give you the likes, and that means a lot. And it's just a little bit of numbers that really count than the big numbers. There's the little people that come in and join recently, or the people that just get introduced with Droning with Jamie and join. All these people and everybody that has joined, they all are loved and they all be counted for. Every one of them. So thank you very much. So other than that, we've been on about near 20 minutes. So it was a very good live video. Really liked it. To answer your question, how many drones do you have, Jamie? So I own 5 drones. I basically use only 2 a lot. And what I want to do to explain to your answer here on live is basically these 2 drones that I use compared to the other 3 that I don't use as much, to understand better, is I use my DJI FPV with a Go Hero Pro attachment camera that sits on top of the drone. I use this drone for very close-up shots, very close-up gaps, very close encounter when I do videos or going underneath bridges or going underneath water, like not underneath water, I should say, above water, underneath bridges, getting really close shots. I use that drone. My other one, my second one that I'm using actually today I'm using it, is the DJI Mavic 3. The DJI Mavic 3 is a cine drone, a lot bigger, and it stays in the air for 48 minutes before it even needs to land. It has a very good transmission in it, very durable, and very good drone. And I use that for traveling in the sky or getting shots that are a little bit further on line of sight to see. And I use that drone for videos and pictures. And that drone there that I use is for a lot of pictures, so I will use that. Also, Alex in the chat also says, before I get to her question, is to finish what I was saying, the other 3 drones that I use, they're more sentimental. My very first one that I started using was my DJI Spark. That drone, I started flying drones. That was my very first one, so it's sentimental to me. It's where I got my interest with drones before the drones started coming out and getting better with the technology, and from 2019, and I got into drones from that DJI Spark. And the other ones I will fly now and again, but really not too much. It's a shame, but I should use them a lot more, and I don't, but they still work. There's nothing wrong with them. They're 100% work fine. They're great drones, and that is the DJI Mavic Pro, and there's nothing wrong with that. So, to your question, I'm thinking on buying one high quality drone and upload videos of Paris from the 1st of September. Hey, do it. Absolutely. And you can even get a mini 4 Pro DJI drone too, and do that too. So just watch it. Some different places where you're actually flying at certain places means what I'm trying to explain, different permits, different stuff, what you're going to actually do. Just watch what your rules over down in Paris, because everywhere is different. Can you say which company drone should I buy? Absolutely, you should buy a DJI drone. DJI, that's what I fly. I highly recommend DJI. And why I say DJI, and just get a mini drone. You don't have to spend a whole heck of a lot of money. A mini drone's great. Mini 4 Pro. Why I say DJI, DJI is a very dependable drone. Very dependable. DJI is very reliable drone. The transmissions are really good on them. They're Anki Sync 3. Very, very, very durable drone. Very reliable drone. The safety on them, the geofencing on these DJI drones, and how they're actually very, very, how can I say it? They're very simple to fly. They're very easy to fly, the smaller ones. And when you start getting into the bigger ones like the Mavic 3 Cine, and you start going up to the bigger drones, they're a little bit more sensitive, a lot more than the smaller ones. So start with a smaller one, and that's the way you got to go. Start with the small one and use them, film them, pictures, okay? Because it's a good way to learn into the industry. It's an easy way to start learning how to fly and getting used to the product, okay? Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I would highly recommend it. Mini 3 or Mini 4 Pro, choose one of those drones. Mini 3 is good too. So and when you start getting into the mini drones, you don't need a license right away. And I don't know what it's like over in Paris, because every country's different with every rules. But basically, for me, answering your question with that, with rules for bigger drones, so now smaller drones don't have to worry about any. You still got to obey with some rules, but the mini drones, you have more. You don't have anything tied to you, like your registration. That registration's to your basically your address, your phone number, all that stuff. So you don't have to worry about that because you're not registered, and you have a mini drone, which is very good. Sir, which problems you face intentionally? So what do you mean by face? Problems you face? So you mean problems with license? Hey, how's it going, buddy? All the way from India. I do remember you. Yes, I do. Oh yeah, I remember a lot of fans overseas, big time. Hello, hello. Uh so if you mean by problems, if you mean by problems or encounters, I probably know what you're what you said listed here on the chat. My channel's doing good, buddy. My channel's doing good. I've last time we talked, I've have over 200 more subscribers, so my channel just keeps growing. Sometimes it just stays on a level straight. It doesn't go up really high, and then all of a sudden, it just like flood the gates. A whole bunch of people pile in, and then it'll go quiet, and then a whole bunch of people pile in again. Yeah, my channel's doing great. Thank you for asking. And no, I'm not. No, I'm not monetized yet. No, unfortunately. Problems of drones driving, or any problems over this work. So you can't send me can't send me a super chat because I'm not monetized for my hours. That's why. Yeah. Tons of subscribers, just the with the hours, yeah. Yeah, thank you. So problems, what you say here. So I'm gonna answer your thank you. So I'm gonna answer your question. Okay. So I'm gonna answer your question, Alex. So basically problems. I've had not really big. I haven't had any big problems. I haven't had any huge issues, if that's what you want to say. I can share two things right off the bat of this year. I was basically making a video for my YouTube content, and yeah, definitely. With live videos, that's why I'm going to start to do more live so I can do that. Absolutely, I agree with you. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Appreciate it. So basically, I was flying my drone. I was minding my business. I was at over the water, and police came down. As the police came down with his car, I seen his car coming down, and I knew he was coming towards me because I could see a lot up in the air when you're over 100 feet up in the air, right? And so basically, as I was flying and doing my YouTube content, I basically came back, and the police officer said to me, "Is that your toy up in the sky?" And I said, "No, officer, it's not a toy up in the sky. When it costs $6,000, there's a lot of money up in the sky. It's not a toy." And he said, "Do you have a license?" And I said, "Yeah, I have a license. Of course I do. I'm operating a drone that's over 250 grams. It's around near 900 some grams. I know my rules. I know my regulations. I'm minding my business, officer." And all he cared about if I had my license. And as soon as you heard I had my license, he left me alone. He didn't ask any more questions, and that was it. So what saved my ass was basically having a license and explaining to him, because police down here in certain areas, they're not educated with drones regulations. And when you start going and talking to them with drone regulations and start yakking to them and explaining to them, they just go, leave you alone. They know you know the rules, they know what you're doing, so they really don't give you problems. And if you're okay with them and explain exactly what you're doing, they're not going to say nothing. Hello, Kate. Thank you for the likes. Thank you very much appreciate it. Thank you. So that is to answer your question, Alex, for it. Basically my encounters with drone, and my last one out of my second was doing pictures over a house. And this is the problem when you're actually into drones and you're in like urban areas or like towns, and it doesn't matter how high you are. If you're 200-300 feet up in the air, people are always going to go look and say, oh, there's a drone. Oh, there's a drone up there. People are always going to see a drone, and they're always going to ask questions. So when a drone's up in the air and you're taking a footage of somebody's cottage, okay, and which I've done before for a client, you're up in the air, you're taking a footage of it, then you'll have people ask questions. Well, were you looking at me? Were you doing this? Everybody's going to really say something because they see flying cameras. So they assume you're looking at them or looking at their property, and this is a big issue. But the thing is when you're into, back to explaining with DJI drones, when you actually have basically issues with this problem, is DJI drones have flight logs. They have flight logs exactly what you are doing with your drone, where your drone went, where your drone was your flight. So it's like a flight path. It will tell you exactly what you do. So if you were doing something illegal or doing something bad or crashing into something on purpose or hitting, basically, say if you hit the Paris of France, you hit the Eiffel Tower, and they can exactly see exactly what you did with that drone. You crashed into here. We seen exactly what happened. The Eiffel Tower's here. You crashed into the tower. Your DJI drones crashed, but it will still save that record for that. And this is how people get punished doing reckless stuff. And this is how they research into you, and it cannot lie with satellite. You are caught, basically. So, okay, I got the point. However, say please what kind of area I should capture in Paris or France. Now, I don't know Paris that well. I only know the tower. I've have seen people with their YouTube with capturing the Eiffel Tower, so I don't really, I would say that, but I don't know if you need certain permits when you're flying around, stuff like that. And also too, you got to be careful too, like if you're also flying drones around like a subject like that, you really can't be flying over on top of people too, or big crowds. People start bickering with stuff like that, so it's kind of hard to toss that up. You can do it over if there was water towards the Eiffel Tower, that you're away from the tower and you're not over land near people, that'd be okay because you're 100 feet horizontally away from people. So that would work. I mean, I don't know Paris really that well, but that would be nice to get a picture of that. And if there's water over like away from where the Eiffel Tower is, I don't know Paris that well. I would be doing that away from people, away from everything, and over by the water and take the shot. So that's what I would recommend. But I don't know Paris, like I say, I don't know Paris well, so yeah. But and now you got the Olympics in the Paris too. So another big no-no is even flying your drone near the Olympics. That's a huge no-no. So there's a lots of ins and outs with drones, but if you're not doing something around people, you're not doing something reckless, you're doing something away from everybody, minding your business, you'll be okay. But when you start getting into detail over people or going over, everything. So, okay, thank you, sir. Sorry to say I've got to go to work. So many. God bless you. God bless you too. Thank you, Alex Paris, for coming into my live. I'm going to be ending my live anyways here, so pretty shortly here. But thanks for joining. Thank you. And all the thumbs up, everybody. Thank you very much. So anyways, so basically it was a good conversation with everybody, and I enjoyed with answering people with live chats, and after my subject of balance in life with YouTube. So I'll come next time. Oh, absolutely. You come anytime when I load up. So I'm basically, before you go, I am actually trying to pick a day. I'm having a hard time. I'm trying to pick a day that will make a Droning with Jamie show every week. Every week there's going to be a Droning with Jamie with show with open talk lobby conversation, and I'm just trying to find what day it is, but you'll see it in the link anyways, community page, and also in my live. So thank you for joining, much appreciated. So yeah. So anyways, thank you everybody who came to my live. Thank you. And I am running out of time here. I gotta pack up my gear and basically start filming for my next videos with YouTube. And thank you everybody that came to my live show, much appreciated, and asking me questions. I'm always open-minded. Thank you. And it was a very great conversation, and that's how I think of life with my YouTube and my personal life and how I balance everything out. And yeah, it was a great Saturday morning show. And to everybody, like and subscribe and hit the all notification, and I really appreciate it. And lots of love to everybody. And till next time, take care.